Not too much of a drop-off in shot blocking.
Jazz are his fourth team in the last 4 years, though. Step back, long to Mitchell. Oh, Wood ahead. Gordon, unbeaten team in the East. Mitchell splits several defenders on his way to the cup for the deuce.
Normally doesn't get beat, but Mitchell just, And you see the value of getting to the free throw line early. Now he's seen the rim and a score that's so prolific.
The Rockets can get the lead here on this trip.
Excellent touch by Christian Wood. Just stays with the play and gets the sweeping hook to go over Hassan Whiteside, an excellent defender in his own right.
7-2 Rockets run. Shot put Mitchell good. Right back to Jazz. Green by Ingles. Turned back by Whiteside. And then throws it away. And did Kevin roll an ankle? And there's O'Neal for the layup. And Kevin Porter is hobbles. Turned back by Whiteside. And then throws it away. And did Kevin roll an ankle? And there's O'Neal for the layup, and Kevin Porter is hobbled.
Country and people to be represented in the NBA for years to come. Clarkson added, and I quote, that he's geeked up and excited to represent the country on the floor tonight with Jalen, and he said they're going to put on a show.
Just now, so Kevin Porter Jr. is okay. Rudy Gobert, by the way, who is just now returning to the floor, did make his way back to the Jazz lock.
I'm no medical expert, but ankles are always tricky. Some of the worst, looking ankle turn.
Bad turnover coming out of the timeout. And Mitchell missed the dunk. O'Neal, nope, he did not quite save it. Had a toe on the sideline.
You've got to move the ball and attack. It may not be the first or second shot.
Yep.
You got to stay aggressive.
Off of Christian Wood on the missed shot by Mitchell. Again, good balance, but Utah's defense has been stifling. The Rockets are only shooting 27%. There's Whiteside with a monster throwdown.
A heck of a move to finish.
Wood, Whiteside blocking the shot. There
it happens. This game has been played at the Utah Jazz pace, so the shots are even tougher to go down because you always seem to be on defense.
Are good. Another terrific defensive read by Kevin Porter Jr. on Gobert. Here's Green in transition.
Just become better at what you do, and they've chose to become better at what they do. And a lot of defensives in the playoffs go small or they switch everything, and Rudy hasn't been efficient on the offensive end, and they've struggled come playoff time, but are great in the regular season. Yeah, but the physicality's changed, so our guys are figuring things out on the run.
Green now 0 of 7 from downtown. Rockets bench, and it is DJ Augustine instead of KPJ in the starting lineup to begin the third quarter.
Great sign. Christian Woods hits his first bucket, did not turn it over coming out of the half, and get some good juju.
Rockets attack Gobert. Tate could not finish on the other side. And then Tice ends up bumping and fouling Mitchell if he'll end up returning to this game. Mitchell cuts, kicks, O'Neal from the corner.
Don't want to do, Jayshawn Tate is a driver and finisher, so they say, well, you know what, we'll put Rudy Gobert on you and see if you don't finish well still.
Another three.
And that's called playing the percentages. Yes, Jayshawn Tate is an NBA player. He can finish with the best of them. As
Mitchell misses another.
So tough. The scouting report says, watch Gobert on the roll and Donovan Mitchell. You see all these Donovan Mitchell highlights, and then Bogdanovich lights you up. So
Mitchell from the corner. He's been relatively quiet as Wood rims the three shorts. Mitchell all of a sudden starting to feel it a little bit in the third quarter. Second time Şengün has been at the cup and has elected to try to lay it in, and he's missed it both times. 34-point game.
The size and length really bothering Şengün, and last game it started with Boban Marjanović.
Nowhere for Green to go. Augustine fouled. Averaging just a tad bit under 22 a game to begin this season, a player whose production over the course of his career has been remarkably consistent, and missed the final 16 games of the regular campaign in their first playoffs.
But Kevin Porter Jr. will be out for the remainder of the game with a left ankle sprain. We saw him hobble to the bench early in the third quarter, so something to keep an eye on moving forward.